Ready?
Boop.
3,
We're live.
2, 1.
No,
We're live!
Now.
Yay! And what is this? Our fourth cast? Third cast?
Fourth?
Fourth.
Fourth, yeah. We're lounge veterans in casting now, right?
Basically pros.
Basically pros. Calder, here we come. Watch out.
Who
We're
now?
AFK for Coco.
AFK for Coco. Similar branding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
close enough.
I mean, pretty much.
We have TGHF versus Fat Avatar in Division 5.
Yeah, and as the Heroes Lounge site has been nice enough to be down for most of the day, we know very little about both teams. Yay!
Well, there's only so much you can know about Fat Avatar.
Yeah. So a free agent team. That's always
They lost the first
a
game.
nice place to start. They lost the first game.
They lost the first game. I get the name wrong. TGHF.
Yep.
They won the first game. I might be wrong there. I think they won it. But they were in Division 4 last year and finished about middle of the pack, 16th or so, around that. Kind of going off memory here.
Do you know if they've had roster changes to drop down, or are they just?
Yes, they will have done. Finishing that so in the middle of the table. I don't think they would have had the option just to be relegated, so they must have added a couple of people and
hopefully
pushed down that way.
In for a successful season.
Yeah.
Going for above ranked 16th.
So
Good job, research desk.
Well, they've dropped down a division now, so they should have high
quality
hopes.
analysis by the analyst Poppen.
With no stats to go off.
So Infernal Shrines, Sky Temple, Towers of Doom, and Cursed Hollow have been banned out, and we go to Dragonshire for our first game. Which is a interesting twist. Infernal Shrines were banned, Sky Temple was banned, Towers of Doom were banned, Cursed Hollow, and we are going to Dragonshire.
I think they banned all of the good maps.
Yeah, basically. So we're left with Volskaya, Braxis, what else? Volskaya, Braxis,
Ultrac Pass.
Ultrac Pass, yeah. Doom, or the Spider
Queen. So hopefully we'll get that
Battlefield of Eternity as well. And that's it.
This is the second match we've had in a row that's banned out the Braxis. So
yeah,
slightly disappointing. People obviously not keen to take on the challenge.
And we'll see. So Dragonshire, interesting map as far as offline is concerned, which is my specialty.
I knew you were going to say that. As soon as you said interesting map, I was thinking, is it?
I mean, it is. When you're playing offlane, Braxis and Dragonshire are like the cookie cutter maps for offlaning. You need to win the wave clear game. You need to win the game on the point, and you need to know when you can rotate out. So you get a 5v4 scenario, which is why the Haka is a pretty good choice since you're global.
And I'm championing the Haka this season as the best main tank available on the team. So fingers crossed we'll see it.
I'll just watch a Storm League game where you're gonna do it, and I want to see you fail so hard with that.
Well, as is the way with Storm League, if it fails, it's obviously not your fault. It's the fault of the random people that you get in the Storm League game.
Of course.
Now, free agent team, I quite often see the free agent teams going for a bit more out there comps and trying different stuff. I think because they're in with a load of randoms, they sometimes.
I think it's a game of trying to make something work with comfort picks, but because of that you get like wonky comps, I think.
It's often a bit funner, and then obviously TGHF most of their players seem to have played together before for a season. They're going to be a bit more synergized, a bit more together than a free agent team, depending obviously on how much practice Fat Avatar have managed to get in together at this stage. So could be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, I've got a bit of Heroes Lounge gossip / news for you.
Yeah.
Poppin has warned me that apparently one casters or a couple of casters
Whoa.
have had a complaint put in for ridiculing talent choices too much during a game.
And I warned you because you need to watch your mouth.
Yeah, so we need to be on best behaviour here, Proxy.
Okay.
It's a stark reminder that you have to be nice to people.
Okay. We'll do our best. Well, at least we're not casting as Beanfish, but
yeah. People come to a AFK for Coco's cast for a safe space, right?
Exactly.
No, yeah. Okay, we'll be on our best behavior then.
Just out of interest, Poppin, if people were to complain about us, what fallout do we have to expect?
Oh, you would feel the full wrath of Samu.
Oh no. That's right. How about if we just blame it all on Proxy and then go our separate ways and continue to play as AFK for Coco and hope for the best?
Fine.
Proxy can't cast anymore. We'll sub Beanfish in.
That's a better option.
Until he also gets banned.
We're gonna get banned from Heroes Lounge.
I think Beanfish will just be equally as mean to everyone. He'll just accuse everyone of fucking up. You're all fucked up. What's going on?
You guys fucked up. Okay.
Okay.
Now, and of course, because we have very little information about the teams, I go to my favourite source of telling how well practiced the team is, and I look at their portraits. And it has to be said, neither team has portrait synergy.
But we do. The casters
well, we do.
Yeah.
We're on point. That Lily with a cup of tea.
With a cup of cocoa.
Now team. I know one hero that appeared for TGHF in their first match, and I'm not going to say it just yet. But who's this guy? But you will be very excited to see it. Linux would love to see it.
Is it a hero that we recently used in one of our matches?
No. Larger and redder.
Oh my days. And slightly more Korean?
Korean? What?
Korean? What?
I was thinking Diva in a mech, but it's obviously Dibbles.
Sergeant Hammer.
Large and red, and it's not Dibbles.
And it would be exciting to see.
Sergeant Hammer.
Deathwing.
I need a new team.
Large and red.
Large red thing.
Yes.
Can anyone?
Probius.
I need someone in chat to help me out. Probius. That's just what you want. God damn it!
Large. What is large and red?
Clifford's the big red dog.
Exactly. We will
been added as a new tank.
Let's see what happens. Let's watch the draft.
Large and red. I'm just thinking what's going to be large and red now. A Blaze?
Yeah, but that's not rare or exciting.
So, as expected, for Avatar, ban out Zul first.
Yeah, I mean, again, this early in the season, you tend to see the safe meta bans more than target banning the other team.
Yep.
Sorry, I was too busy looking at other things. I forgot to change the scene. We're in draft.
Yeah.
We're in draft. Woo.
Hi there, Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon Jinn.
Rexar ban, which is a decent ban on this map, since offlane really matters on this map.
Yeah.
Rexar is quite annoying to deal with, although some heroes are pretty good at it, to be
Do you
honest.
think we're going to see one more solo laner? Orphea
Orphea ban. That's interesting.
seems like a target ban.
That has to be a target ban, surely.
Yeah, it has to be. Let's see, the first pick is gonna go for
Who's big and red though?
Johanna.
Johanna, not big and red. Nothing to get
Nice,
excited about yet.
a nice safe pick, Johanna.
Safe, double rotating, control the bushes.
One of the better meta tanks that are currently available.
And a safe first pick because you're not really going to counter it.
Yep. Good all-rounder, as people would say. Varian and Vala. Okay, going for a...
Both of those are red, and they've already got me a little excited. But I don't think they're who Poppin was talking about.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Not big enough.
all. I do think they... Obviously, the website's not available, so I can't verify this, but I do think they were involved in that comp.
Ooh.
Decker could pick up here, and Jaina.
Decker and Jaina. Okay, so we already see loads of AoE, CC, and damage.
Yeah, you don't want to fight them in a choke point.
No.
I.e. over a bottom objective.
Yes.
Beware at level 10.
Okay, for the next ban, I guess you go for like banning out the offlane. Yeah, Sonia.
It's a good ban.
Good ban.
Poppin? Advanced warning Poppin. Are we going to be able to bet?
If I get it ready in time.
I'm going to start typing exclamation mark bet, and I'll leave it there. Not bat.
Bet all.
So if we see
bet all, no, I can't afford to do a bet all.
right wing ban.
Right wing ban.
If we see an Ufa here from the blue team, then it's still on. If not, forget I said anything.
What's he doing? A divine shield, big red, divine shield.
Red. I'm struggling here. What is big red?
Is it someone that's just not picked ever, and that's why we can't think of it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh my days, they've gone Ufa as well. I'm
so excited. Okay, I really want to see what's gonna happen.
I think he's fucking with us. I think it's gonna be.
I've predicted them so far.
Is it a solo lane Ufa? Can you
No.
tell us that?
It won't be unless they've.
It's a solo support Ufa.
Ooh.
What you can't answer. We weren't thinking of supports. Who's a big red support?
Lunara Leoric for the red team.
Yeah. Nice pick into the Uther. I like Lunara's spread damage, and Leo could be really useful with the Entomb on both Uther and Walla. Ming, of course, can. That's not big and red. No. We were lied to.
I'm going to have to check this when the website's back up, but I'm pretty sure they played this with a Butcher.
Butcher!
And maybe they've backed out after seeing a Johanna or a Jaina and a Lunara, perhaps? And a Deckard. There's not too many easy targets there.
There's nice lockdown from TGHF.
I do like the comp. I'm slightly worried about the offlane for TGHF. I'm guessing it's gonna be Varian into the Leo. I'm not quite sure how if he goes Windblades, how that matchup works against Leo. But if he's thinking about Taunt or Colossus Smash, he's gonna have a tough time. He's gonna have a tough time anyway in the offlane, since Leo can clean the way really fast and probably trade good health to Varian. So we'll see. Maybe flaming rotation or something like that could help him out.
I've already shown my cards and I've placed my bet in the chat. I put my points on Fat Avatar. And the reason why I've done that is I think they're all comfort picks. Just looking at their comp, it doesn't necessarily look to me like they're playing some wombo combo strategy or anything like that. It does look more like they've just made sensible picks. They've picked up counter picks later on, and they've gone for stuff that's good for this map. So I think that's why I think they're gonna go quite well.
Okay. On the blue team, Mac?
On the blue team, which is TGHF, Primka on Li Ming, TGHFK yup, on Valor, Star War on Anubarak, Moot on Ufa, and Sedar on Ver.
And on the red team, Zapetto playing Jaina, Lorty on Johanna, Daffy on Leroic, M4 T5 on Lunara, and Sandro on Deckard.
If anyone can tell me how the hell you're meant to pronounce Valor's name, that's always welcome.
Cube? Something like that. Cube?
So yeah, Fat Avatar getting that wave clear early, getting on the rotation. They're gonna have so much soak. Like they're just gonna get these waves really quickly and be able to rotate. So it looks like they'll control the rotations, probably be able to get their camp as soon as it spawns. Leo choosing to come down to help them soak mid. Maybe because Varian is just so unable of keeping up top that he's just feeling confident to possibly come down and look for an opportunity like a team fight.
We see Lunara already starting the siege camp, and Vala going for the same.
Yeah, not much between them at the moment. Fat Avatar is slightly ahead on the rotations. But, there's not really any XP being lost at this stage. Varian is going to struggle in the solo lane against Leorc, I would imagine.
As we already said, especially before 4, and after that we'll see. We see Aura Power taken at 1, so we'll see if he goes maybe Windblades. We could maybe see Windblades here. I think his best option on the offlane would be Windblades. See a small skirmish happening on bot, trying to contest the bottom shrine.
Johanna going for the increased movement speed on W, which you don't see all that often.
Vala taking decent damage from Lunara, but dishing some damage herself.
Varian and Nubrak have
Varian rotating bot, and we see Taunt picked up. Ooh, Jaina dropping low, Taunt being used on Johanna, and a nice disengage by that Avatar.
Do you think their strategy all along was for Varian to come down and rotate in, or do you think that was a reaction to the fact that he was doing well against the
I don't know. I think Varian with Twin Blades would have been a better option than Anub. I don't see Anub getting close to the top shrine at all. And wave clear wise as well, I think Leo could be able to, after picking the Nil peasants on 4, get some double rotations in as well.
Fat Avatar just sending Jaina up now to soak mid, and Valor comes in straight away with the aggressive.
Ooh, Vala dropping low.
But yeah, being heavily punished by the Lunara. Jaina's going to grab another wave in mid, so they can't really push in bot just yet.
There's no real need to push in on bot, to be honest. Top is pretty safe, and I don't see Anub getting much value on top.
TGHF are going to struggle to win top, and they're losing soak in mid. So,
but they're pretty close on it on XP at least. Lunara going deep for that kill on User and paying with her life.
Perhaps that was a bit of frustration at the Valor getting away from her a few minutes before, then kind of getting greedy and going after the next kill.
See Vala rotating top now, which could be maybe a kill on Leo since he's really far out.
And here comes the Valor gank on Leo.
Leo getting pushed out from top. User already ready on mid, trying to cast the Dragon Knight. But Jaina should be able to delay this for some time.
Yeah, so far both teams have had pretty good map awareness and been able just to react to what each other are doing. No major mistakes, kind of letting anything
We see Varian coming in on mid, and this should be a dead Jaina.
The first 2 kills go in the way of TGHF. Obviously, the Lunara greed, kind of self-explanatory, and then that gank on Jaina, she just hung around in mid that little bit too long. And TGHF, with the taunt, with the Ufa stun, and then the Leeming blow up, they're going to be able to get picks quite well. We know that with the variant comps, you quite often want to try to dominate as much as possible before 10.
Yep. Interesting to note. Leeming going for an orb build. And Jaina is looking to go for our team member Linux's favorite build, a Blizzard build.
With the orb build, that's probably a acceptance of the kind of team comp and the strategy, just knowing she's going to have that lockdown and she can just throw the orbs at that target that's going to be held still for her. It'll be interesting to see if the kind of momentum will swing a bit more in Fat Avatar's favour once they hit level 10. Obviously, the variant having the advantage up until that stage.
A nice invade, hitting level 10 on the siege camp, although it could be a bit risky.
Lunara just overextending that little bit again, and lucky to get away fairly unpunished there. Yeah, Fat Avatar knew that the camp was being invaded, but they went to contest it, and they split up for that, and that kind of lost them their momentum on the invade.
Divine Storm picked up on Uther, which is quite interesting.
Cocoon as well, Rain of Vengeance, and Disintegrate. So yeah, they're going to be able to lock someone down for a very long time. There you go. Yeah,
Taunt
on Lunara, followed by Rain of Vengeance and the Leeming.
Oh, nice kill by Jaina on the Leeming. Looking for Walla.
Leoric killed an Ubrak on top as well.
Things are looking up for Fat Avatar. Leo rotating mid now.
Yeah,
has been used, but
they're gonna have to fight mid now to try to capture this, but I don't think they're gonna be successful. Going straight for the channel,
and they got it.
And Varian's over.
Varian is probably gonna die here. Yes.
Yeah.
Leo doing a good job with that punt from DK, and we'll see how much damage we're gonna see this DK dishing out to these structures.
This kind of at level 10, the Varian dying to try to interrupt that, probably not worth it. Could have just
probably not. We see Variant has taken Warbringer on 10, so no protected for Variant. Instead, lower cooldown, and can be used on allies.
Yeah. Do you think that's just trying to make sure that they get that Lunara kill every time that they go in on it?
Could be. It gives you a decent amount of mobility as well, while getting punished by the elemental and Lunara damage.
So Fat Avatar are going to obviously just go back to soaking now and grab some XP in top. They're going to hit 13 level soon, level 13 very soon. So it'll be interesting to see if as soon as they hit that, if they look for another fight. They could push straight down mid lane now with their bruisers.
Bruiser camp taken for both teams. It's going to be taken up for TGHF soon. We could see maybe Fat Avatar rotating bot, trying to grab the bottom Bruiser camp and then pushing with that.
Yeah, Lunara went to top to look for a gank, but the Anubra...
3-man rotation for on Leo. He should be able to escape that easily. 4-man rotation as well, trying to clean up that Bruiser camp.
Meanwhile, Fat Avatar pushing the wall in bot. Starting to get that little bit of pressure on.
This should be probably a dead fort.
And another attempted gank on Leo, not going well, and they've wasted a lot of time there trying to kill Leo twice, and that's cost them a fort. So
Lunara taken the Greater spell shield, which is a really nice option against Glass Cannon or Meng.
Yeah, she's
Should be able to not dodge, but reduce the
Lunar.
amount of damage taken.
Lunara's just got to think about one thing: it's stay away from that taunt and survive it.
Yep.
Gonna get a gank on Varian possibly in mid, but yeah, the rest of the team didn't follow up on Lunara's eagerness.
Siege Camp available for Fat Avatar, and Shrines should be, but they are here.
Yeah, I think so far both teams have played pretty well. The only major slip up would be trying to gank that Leoric twice and it costing the fort.
Yeah. I mean, they need to do something with the offlane because a noob. Ooh, nice kill on the Arcane. A noob trying to hold the top shrine. Jaina is taking the bottom shrine, so it should be in time before Primka takes it. Very well done by Jaina. And Leo taking top now. Anub is pretty low, and with the fountain destroyed on top. Another kill on Mara, nice. We're gonna see now a rotation on Leo, which he should probably be able to escape. Great walkout. The top shrine control goes to TGHF.
I've not really seen any attempts to initiate away from the Varian, so I think for Fat Avatar, as long as you're always aware of that where that Varian is, you know you're fairly safe from a gank.
Or main rotation on top. Maybe we see an Entomb on Vala, yes, but
Yeah.
the rest of the team is pretty far away.
Yeah,
And Cocoon has been used for the disengage.
no follow up on that one, sadly. Jaina obviously choosing to get the objective rather than looking for the kill, so perhaps that was just a bit of failure in communication.
Yeah, I guess a bit of miscommunication. We see Lunara going hard on that loser. Level 16 on both teams. Maybe an invade is happening here. They decided against it, just going for the bottom shrine. Another two-man trying to gang on top against Leo. Leo just rate walks out.
And obviously he has to give up the objective for that, so they're not going to be able to capture it. It's
Lunara on bottom, cleaning the siege camp to relieve that pressure.
It's a bit unstructured at the moment because Leo's winning so comfortably against the Anubarak. It means that there's always attempts to try to gank and try to get the advantage elsewhere. So you're not necessarily seeing like a nice steady 4-man rotation and the kind of usual structured play. It's more lots of little things going on, trying to counter the decisions that each other are making.
Yeah, interesting choice by Nubarak, which I can see a value in it. Using Cocoon to try to delay Leo so you can hold the point. But yeah, Anub is really struggling against Leo on top lane. You see that the gaze and the fountain have been destroyed. So every time he trades HP into the Leo, it's basically not trading favorably. Another 4-man rotation on top.
Linux is getting very annoyed in chat at the attempt to gank the Leo. It's a bit of a shame to waste your Cocoon on the Leo because that is giving Fat Avatar an opportunity. Every time you use your Cocoon on Leo to try to get a point, Fat Avatar can look for a fight then because they know you.
What I would like to see Fat Avatar doing when they see that big commitment on top. Ooh, we see a nice taunt on Jaina. And she's gonna go down. Lunara, although getting some decent damage, but leaping into the fort is painful, to say the least. What I was trying to say is, with that commitment of a 4-man rotation on top, I would like to see Fat Avatar trying to take the bruisers and deal some damage to the bottom gates and maybe some keep damage as well. They had a good idea of trying to get the advantage and take the mid fort, but that, like what we saw, the rotation from TGHF from top is a favorable flanking position.
An Uberak desperately holding on to that point as long as possible to let his team capture the Dragon Knight, but using
his life,
using his cocoon and still dying is definitely a bit disappointing for him.
They do get the Dragon Knight though, so, and it's 15-minute Dragon Knight, so we should see maybe a try on the bottom fort.
Yeah, gotten the mid fort, it's probably going to be able to do significant damage in bot at least.
Bottom wave is pushed out really heavily, so this Dragon Knight is probably going to go down really fast, and I doubt we'll see any meaningful damage from him anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, that basically all came from Fat Avatar trying to make the brave call of pushing mid, and then having that rotation down behind them that got the Jaina kill, got the Lunara kill, and they weren't able to recover from that in time to stop them getting the Dragon Knight.
Oh, see another rotation? Johanna doesn't have an unstoppable, I think? No, she does. Of course she does. See, Cocoon getting used on Deckard. Johanna is probably gonna go down here. The resets are happening. But Lunara is dishing out some serious AoE damage. Nice sleep by Deckard.
There while saving his team there.
Lunara getting taunted and deleted.
They didn't have the Johanna, and instead of choosing to disengage when they had that stay a while, they went back in and lost the Lunara, which is a bit of a shame for them.
Now we see TGHF using that advantage to take the Bruiser camp on bottom and the Siege camp, so pushing with those two camps and cleaning out this wave on bot is probably going to do some meaningful damage to the fort and maybe even take the fort.
Question.
Yeah.
An Uberak's level 20. Is that so that he can capture the shrine again against Leoric?
Could be.
For an extra 6 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, he gave his life there, but they got the mid fort, which is really nice.
That last hit on him
that was value.
Must have come from a beetle or something, so it was pretty unlucky that he did die.
Ooh, Jaina is gonna fall down to this. Maybe? Yeah.
Well, Valor absolutely shreds their fort, so that they've got a nice wave pushing here in bot. They could get a keep here, particularly if Leo... Okay, Leo's backing now.
Leo's backing, yeah.
They don't have their Jaina for 50 seconds, though, so... Yeah, I reckon this keeps going, and that's going to be a nice position ready for the Shrines to restart.
Yeah, keep goes down.
Keep goes down. They just need to back out now. Don't lose anyone. And get the Shrine.
Taunt on Lunara. Johanna getting low, using the Unstoppable. And Indestructible has been popped. While doing some serious damage to both Leo and Johanna.
And something...
Deckard is gonna go down, and this could maybe even be GG. Although Jaina is up pretty fast, but Walla damage is insane now.
To be fair, Nubrak got good value out of his level 20 upgrade there, because he put the Deckard in the cocoon, and were able to just hold on to it until the entire team lost the sustain and had to back out.
GG to TGHF for coming back in this game, which really didn't go in their favor in the early game.
Yeah, which, like I kind of said earlier on, I would have expected with the Varian comp that actually they would have been the early game team and that they would have struggled in the late game. So a little surprised that it kind of went the other way around. But yeah, one bad fight in mid lane where they overextended trying to push for the fort from Fat Avatar. They got punished with a few taunts and lost the Dragon Knight, lost a couple of fights after that, and lost the second Dragon Knight, and that's it. That's the end. So I guess they didn't really have a huge amount to kind of save the Lunara or the Jaina from when they got taunt and got that full combo on them.
I think the biggest problem in that game for Fat Avatar was taking the advantage of let's say, early game Leo, early to mid game Leo, he was dominating that offlane, and they didn't do enough with the 2-man, 3-man, 4-man rotations trying to gank the Leo.
Yeah.
In the meantime, they didn't get as much value as maybe they could.
Definitely.
We'll
They got that bottom 4, and then after that, they were obviously a bit hesitant about what to do next.
And then they tried to get the mid fort, which has
Yeah.
proven a
And-
decisive point in the game.
Quite often, when they were sending 2 or 3 people up to deal with the Leo, there was then someone floating around mid or bot lane that Fat Avatar could have looked for the gank on. So there was definitely that opportunity for them to get a counter kill, get some value there, and then have the dominance when the gank fails on the Leo, which they all did. I don't think they had any successful ganks going up to him, really.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he died even once. But yeah, maybe if they went for the bottom bruisers or tried to invade on the bottom siege camp, they could have maybe gotten some meaningful damage. But GG's to both teams. I think they played really good.
Yeah, I think that was a nice first game. I wouldn't say that either team looked so dominant that the next match couldn't go either way.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll just have to wait and see what map gets picked, and then see how the draft goes. What lounge am I looking in for?
17. It seems we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
I'm also gonna just 5-minute break. We have a smoker. Who was one? I'm just gonna grab some water quickly, so I'll be right back.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Poppin, on the Anub offlane? Do you like it? I think it's an interesting. Yeah, I mean, in the end, it worked. I think it's an interesting approach to the offlane with getting on point before Leo, then cocooning him, so you keep the point for as long as you can, and then just leave.
Yes, I think they.
But yeah,
I think they got enough value from Anubarak out of the laning phase, like with that cocoon at the end on Decade that you mentioned. Like, I think that was the important thing. They had that weaker off lane, but they really took advantage of having a stronger hero, in team fights. So
yeah. Regarding the offlane, I think Leo could have rotated quite a bit of times and try to help his team in the team fights to make a 5v4 scenario.
yeah.
So like in two being the Vala is he did it once on top lane, but then I guess there was a slight miscommunication. But yeah, especially when you're dominating top lane like that, it gives you the opportunity to rotate down to at least mid, maybe even bottom if you can manage the time.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, small mistakes here and there.
That might just be a small communication issue. They are a free agent team. This is their second match, so maybe that's something they'll improve on going forward.
And a couple of things like when that Leo got the Entomb, the Jaina getting the point. I suppose sometimes with a free agent team, people will still be quite polite rather than just shouting like, "I've got get this Valor, kill this Valor now," and just shouting it and forcing people to follow up.
Yeah.
And that just comes with logging as many games as possible together, and also getting used to kind of predicting what your teammates are going to do. Knowing if you've got an overly aggressive Leo or a more reserved player.
Well, I'm gonna take this opportunity to grab some water myself. Be right back.
What map do you think they're going to pick then for the next one, Poppin?
Well, with the website still down, it's a bit hard to say. Let's have a look.
I mean, personally, from the ones that are left,
we have to think who's going to pick as well. We don't know if Avatar are going to choose first pick or map pick yet. So if they were to pick map pick, I'd probably see maybe a Battlefield of Eternity coming out.
Do you think maybe free agent teams are going to be more inclined to pick the maps that have been in for kind of the longest period of times?
You would think so, yeah, and perhaps the smaller maps, so there's less of a focus on the macro side of things. Not to say that the macro isn't good, but it's a bit easier on smaller maps. I mean, we find that as well.
BOE
BOE, Tomb of the Spider, Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's quite small. It's
so if they're picking, we'll kind of expect them to avoid Alterac and Volskaya.
Yeah, I would say so. But we shall see. Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they'll go first pick. Who knows?
Yeah, but that's it. You never know. Whoever's drafting for them might have a particular comp that they want to run on one of the maps, or they might have a shot caller that loves a particular map.
Yeah, and they have gone for first pick. I mean, as well, being a new team, they've not developed those preferences yet, so the captain might have just said to the team, "What map do we want to play?" And they just go, Nah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
So much disorder popping.
Well, I know. It's like me talking to you guys.
This is why we have spreadsheets.
What map do we want, guys? No response.
Well, just blind faith in you, Poppin. We know you'll pick what's best for us.
So, another map pick for TGHF. They're having a think about it.
The ASEC does suggest that it is a vote from the team rather than perhaps a decision from the captain based on something they've practiced before or anything like that.
I'm interested. Okay, they pick Alterac, so
yeah.
So if they were thinking like I was, going for a bit more of a macro map, and maybe exploiting their opponent's inexperience of playing with each other,
and maybe they'll be thinking time to get some revenge from the solo laner. Let's not put an Anubrak on solo lane. Let's pick something that's going to dominate, and we'll show them what we can do when we're not under that pressure.
Well, I think they've shown that they're not afraid to pick some, do for solo heal, a noob off lane. We could see something very strange here. Who knows?
Like a butcher.
Like a big red guy.
Like a big red guy. Who knows?
Santa.
Possibilities are endless.
I mean, this could be a butcher map.
Yeah.
Some teams may have played butcher on this map.
Some teams may have, yes.
I suspect.
In the past, we have seen teams playing butcher. At least one.
Cannot confirm or deny that they have, but
yes.
So, is this going to be a problem for us? We cast a game by Murloc Army the other day, and we ended up playing a Murky comp in our next match. Are we going to talk about Butcher so much in this that we're going to talk ourselves into playing Butcher next time?
I think it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start practicing.
What's practice?
Those 17
just kill them all.
17 kills with 0 deaths on Genji last game wasn't good enough. We want 18 kills with Butcher.
Wait, who's Sunder?
I don't know. He was in the game last game as well.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't know if he stayed in. I think he might have left.
Not sure.
It's me.
It's me, Thunder.
That's all the answer we needed. Oh, he's a Cho main. Level 56 Cho. Let him stay. Poppins laying down the law, getting those rules in. If you are not a player or a caster, you're not allowed.
I mean, it would give an unfair advantage potentially to the team that he's friends with.
Zapito asking if Poppin wants to play. So this could happen.
Dun dun dun.
We've got Linux on standby by a Genji main if you want a hardcore sub.
Like a butcher sub.
Sonder is going to find himself booted very soon. Sorry, Sonder. You can watch our stream. There's like 4 viewers. You can enjoy that. Send them
Shout
a
out
link.
to the viewers.
Give the man a link.
I will give the man a link.
Make his day.
Provide him a link.
We'll welcome him with open arms. There we go. Daffy to the rescue.
Woo.
I am gonna eagerly be watching the viewers now for Sonder to arrive, so we can cheer him on.
Sorry, Sander.
Who was it that he was wanting to watch? Sendro.
Yeah, I think he wanted to watch Fat Avatar.
Okay. So maybe his support in Twitch will lead them to their
We'll
first
power
win
them
tonight.
on.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be getting
So
into draft
after a
game
class, to go back to the game.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see some prioritization on globals? Like the
Yeah.
Haka, Falstad. We saw a
In-
ban on Brightwing, which was interesting. So maybe we will see that again.
In a way, that's what with them having had the Anub solo lane and kind of struggled with the solo lane last game. I think we'll see something like a macro, a global play, or maybe something that will push down a lane quite hard. I think we're going to see a strat.
Maybe a Deathwing as well, if it goes through the bans.
If it gets through bans, but they were pretty meta bans last game, so
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they managed to sneak it through.
Well. So yeah, I guess first ban on Xul as usual.
Do you think there'll be any
Dun,
respect
dun.
bans from the first game? I mean,
Um,
Leeming is strong here.
Liming is strong here, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Liming ban, but I stick to the Xul.
See,
It's
it's
quite
tough.
annoying to deal with.
Because if you're a fat avatar, there'd be part of you thinking we don't want to have to deal with something like a lockdown comp again. But there's too many options there to really target ban stuff out.
I mean,
Yeah.
they went for a Decade last game, so perhaps they can go for a healer with a cleanse this time, if they are worried about that.
Yeah, that's it. It's more about what they can pick to counter it
Yeah.
rather than what they can ban out in that situation.
Do we see an Orphea ban again? Because the bans are looking identical to the last game. Oh, Orphea ban. Did you know something we don't? Is there an Orphea main at Avatar? Guess we'll find out.
Drum roll, please. What are we going to see first?
Vala. Well, I guess they're counterpicking,
I think you
denying
get
the Vala pick.
Yeah, I think you get it quite a lot where you see the other team plays something and you go, yeah, let's get that this time. Let's make sure they can't have it and we'll play it just as well.
See a Liming pick, which is really good on this map. And Johanna. So denying them the Johanna pick now. Interesting. Malf and Diablo. Okay, I like both of those picks.
So with
Linux.
Johanna as a tank, that's a different style of play than the blow up, so it'll be interesting to see how TGHF adapt to that kind of play style.
As I mean, it's fat Avatar's turn to have the really hard engage there with the Diablo into the Malfurion roots. So Johanna will give them a bit of appeal against that, a bit of protection. But yeah, they're going to have to look at not getting blown up this time. It's their turn to play a bit bit more defensively.
For Fat Avatar, what I would like to see here is maybe like a Troll and a Greymane, which would, I think, synergize pretty good, and it gives you like 2 off lanes, 2 solo lanes. Both of those heroes could deal with their respective lanes, which leaves Vala open to take the camp. But we see Raynor and Thrall getting taken by TGHF.
And just support still to be picked by TGHF. So nothing too shocking to see there, I guess. I'm trying to think what kind of support I'd be picking in this situation.
Against this, maybe like a Stukov.
Yeah,
Or
Rhaegar, perhaps.
Rhaegar, maybe. Yeah. I wouldn't pick Anna, say, into this.
Maybe an Ariel, get a Crystal Aegis
And a
to save.
Ruther.
Oh, we see the return of the mighty Uther.
Definitely looked like a comfort pick.
It's worked
Yeah.
for them already, so yeah, why not?
I like both of the comps. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out. I'd maybe give a slight edge to TGHF again. We'll see. Never know.
Start the betting.
Start it.
Started.
Okay.
You lost last time.
Thank you for that.
I like Uther against the Sonya though. I think that could be.
Yep.
They have some good lockdown there.
Stun into the Divine Storm, into the probable Orb Women again.
Yeah, I'm putting my points on TGHF to win the second game.
I'm going to go for Avatar. I think they have got good lockdown, but I think Sonya's just going to keep on spinning.
Think so? Against Johanna Uther? I don't know.
She's going to jump in when they least expect it.
Well,
you just
we'll
watch.
find out.
On the left team, we've got Primka on Raynor, TGHF, KYUVP on Lime, Darwar on Johanna, Moot on Uther, and Sedar on Thrall.
And on red team, we see Daffy playing Sonya, M4T5 on Vala, Diablo getting played by Lord T, Jaina or Zapeta, and Sendro playing Malfurion.
Now, I know Thrall's already made a decision that you're going to be very happy with him.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder, I really like that talent.
Other than that, potential for an orb.
Q build Vala.
Exterminator from Jimmy, which is.
And Leeming, yeah, getting that full combo. Diablo into the roots, blown up straight away. That's what you want to avoid. At least she didn't get stunned into a wall. She did avoid the walls. And it looks like Poppin's going to be taking another 100 points off me.
Question you make. Now, you always go hold your ground on Johanna, right?
Yeah.
Against this team, would you have ever thought of going Laws of Hope? I mean, against that much crowd control?
Well, to be honest, Laws of Hope, really, that's either, because the team doesn't have any CC, which obviously they do. I mean, they got the Roots, they got the Diablo. I would be thinking about it. Or sometimes it's just a bit of a criticism of your support. You're going, well, we've got an Uther, I'm not going to get that many heals, so let's give myself that little bit extra sustain. Yeah, so that might be the logic there.
Yeah.
Both teams starting their siege camps. See Sonya rotated down. Ooh, Vala getting chunked by Thrall. Almost a kill there.
Are you surprised not to see the Sonya just trading into the Thrall?
What?
Are you surprised that Sonya didn't just stay top and they just get other people to get the camp?
Yeah, I'd prefer Sonya staying top and Vala, since she went Q build, to go for the siege camp. Now we see another kind of late rotation on bottom. I'd probably just leave the Jaina on bot, to be honest, and then have the Malf and the Diablo rotate, or at least want to stay bot since we have Rainer with Exterminator cleaning those waves really fast and started to get some damage on the bottom wall.
That was a very hard engage from the Diablo there, stunning the Li Ming into one of her towers. I think maybe he was a bit lucky to walk away with so much health. Obviously, he had Jimmy and bot.
Big
Jimmy
damage on Malf.
about to have a Jaina give him a bit of pain, but she missed the Q, so he walked out quite comfortably.
Jaina again going for the same talent build that she played last game. Trying to maybe go for Rainer again. Okay.
Orbing once again.
Yeah.
Rainer's
TGHF starting on the objective already. We see Fat Avatar rotating top now.
Rainer stayed bot to get an extra wave, and to be honest, I think TGHF were pretty lucky not to have a team rotate behind them and get a kill.
Yeah.
If Fat Avatar had hard engaged there, they might have been in trouble.
Jaina flanking on the Rainer. Nice stun by Diablo into the roots. Troll getting chunked.
That was a great route to follow up. They were really lucky to get away with that. Then.
Jaina keeping up with the Uther, getting some decent damage in.
Yeah.
Both teams nearly level 7.
Fool's having to back, so they're gonna struggle to defend this if Fat Avatar tried to push in.
Jimmy going for the siege camp. Which leaves Fat Avatar to try to cap the objective here.
Which they managed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, TGHF are going to be able to contest it now, so that they've got the potential not to fully lose it here. So hopefully they'll get enough value from their camp.
Jaina in a risky position. Johanna getting isolated by Fat Avatar. Sonya getting interrupted on her spin and almost falls down.
Sonya really
slightly. Troll getting low and chunked by Jaina.
Sonya was really lucky to get out
spinning to win, almost getting the Johanna, and she gets the kill. Orbing dealing insane damage. Aaron is pretty low. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, Li Ming's obviously got that reduced cooldown now, so she's just constantly throwing orbs, getting that value.
Ooh, almost chunking Jaina. Oh, that orb barely missed the Diablo, and they get the first objective.
Yeah. Unlucky not to get the interrupt there. Perhaps just needed something to scout that out for a bit. But...
In the meantime, the siege camp that Jimmy and Uther picked up destroyed the mid wall. So decent value from that siege camp.
Yeah.
Opening up mid.
Perhaps not as much value as they're going to get from the objective, though.
Could be. First objective on this map is currently pretty weak with the tower changes, since you really can't hard push into the wall.
Yeah.
The 3-man on bot, Walla staying mid, and Sonya going up.
Yeah, and look at how fast these objectives are now just disappearing. So they're gonna
bottom did nothing. I mean, not nothing. Destroyed the wall. Same on mid, and the most value it got on top with Sonya destroying both of the towers.
Yeah. Pool, I guess, just having that difficulty of hitting the objective or hitting Sonya and losing out because he didn't have enough wave clear to deal with both.
So with level 10, Leap, Epoch, Reign of Legends, Twilight Dream, and Water Elemental picked up by Avatar. They're level 10, they're maybe looking to start the bottom boss. They do.
I like the Diablo's aggression there. It was just unlucky Malfurion wasn't in position to follow up on the Johanna.
Invading this boss is pretty scary. If I was Diablo, I'd just Epoch and charge the trainer.
Yeah. He can afford to there. He can't be hit by the towers. The root's going to keep them out.
The root's hit as well. Okay. Troll is not here, so it's essentially a 5v4 and they're giving the position. Ooh, nice sleep with a Twilight Dream. Really nicely played by Avatar.
The Elite, Epoch, Twilight Dream, full combo.
Ooh, Liming getting a kill. Johanna staying for a long time alive.
Yeah, Johanna lasted really long. If they'd had the fall there, I definitely think the fight could have gone in their favor.
Nice kill by Diablo.
That positioning just to get her on the side of the
In the
tower.
meantime, Midford getting destroyed by the siege camp.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd thing. I mean, they got all the kills and they got loads of XP from that, but actually they're just going to end up trading forts with this, really. So perhaps not as much.
Oh, Troll getting stunned, and Troll goes down.
Running through the stun, which is a bit of a misplay there.
Objective spawning really fast. Bala dishing out some decent damage on the Jimmy.
Yeah, and it's Fat Avatar's turn to get the camp. They're going to be able to get the objectives now as well. So this is really putting pressure on TGHF.
Siege camp available for TGHF, which is gonna get picked up now.
Jane are opting to go top, so that they're obviously just wanting to keep ahead with their XP lead that they have.
I mean, they have level 13, so
Yeah.
I would, if I was them, I'd try to look for a fight really fast now.
Yeah, that's it. They had the 13. They should be going for the objective and just trying to take advantage.
They're looking to start a fight on mid, although under the towers and the fort. I would advise against that.
Yeah, I guess they're wanting to hang around in mid until they can clear that camp out.
Yeah,
so
it's done already decent damage, so
Yeah.
clearing that is a safe play. And now
And
you
we-
still have 13 advantage, so
Yeah, we are going to get a level 12 versus level 13 fight here.
Yep.
So TGHF taking the gamble and seeing if they can fight from a talent tier down.
ooh, Jimmy getting stunned by the Diablo. Team is pretty far away, but we could see a leap into this.
And Vala,
And the APOC followed up. Jimmy goes down. Well, Walla goes down as well.
yeah, Thrall deleted Valor, but there was nothing that could stop that APOC.
Sonya getting low, spins the web, and she gets out safely. Li Ming getting pretty low,
Yeah,
and it turns out it's a 1-for-1.
TGHF.
Jaina dishing out serious damage on the user. And yeah, 1-for-1 with a Palantir down. So good job for TGHF.
Quite lucky to get out with just the one death in the end there. But
Yep.
seeing as they're the talent tier down, that fight went in their favor essentially. They're now back and able to fight over the objective again once they've got on their camp. And how long do you think it's going to be before we see Jimmy and someone else trying to sneak a boss at some stage? Jimmy forgetting to cap the camp.
Is it forgetting, or maybe it was intentional? Johanna initiating with what is it even called? Falling Sword.
Falling sword. Best talent.
Best talent. Jimmy casting the objective and starting to tick-tock.
That spell shield on Diablo's just absorbing loads of Leeming damage and keeping his
Yep.
team safe. Quite nice there.
Now with the siege camp pushing on med, TGHF need to back and clean that up. In the meantime, a big wave on bottom getting killed by Li Ming.
And there's the channel. So the pressure is now on TGHF. Come in and contest that. They're on the same talent tier, so they want to act quickly now.
I mean, if Fat Avatar should just back off from here and clean out the mid.
I think we're going to see here.
Ooh, Earthquake getting used. Sonya
Yeah.
leaps in. APOC has been
APOC.
used. Paladream hitting the Uther, which almost lands the kill. Oh man, leaving with 10 HP left. Sonya is spinning to win. It goes down
Dang.
to the Exterminator Jimmy.
Ufa choosing to escape through all of Jaina's damage.
Yeah.
Very lucky to get out, but TGHF aren't doing anything with this advantage now. They should be getting the objective and have instead chosen to soak the lane. I guess they didn't expect Fat Avatar to fully defend mid as a team.
Yeah, but
They're
they're
getting it now.
just as four, so maybe waiting for Sonya to come back. Leap
Yeah.
is pretty soon, so maybe we'll see a fight. Fat Avatar looking here to initiate their fight with a talent tier advantage. Johanna getting chunked by Jaina. We see Water Elemental getting popped. And a leap on Liming, getting the kill. The objective does go to TGHF, but
Johanna's going to fall as well.
3 dead.
Thrall very lucky to get out.
Yeah.
They've got the objective, but they're not going to be able to get as much value out of this as you'd want now. And obviously they've got to clear out mid. So even when Fat Avatar aren't able to get their kind of full combo that they're looking at, they're still able to get kills from the Leap or the APOC individually, as well as kind of getting that full combo. So it's quite nice. And yeah, I guess Ufa just needs to try to avoid that leap and use Divine Storm to save his team. But there's no easy counterplay to that.
Yeah. Well, objective is almost dead. And now we are maybe gonna see some boss play. Since, I mean, both siege camps are available now, so they're probably gonna get picked up by both teams. Although, TGHF looking at top boss. With Exterminator Jimmy, this could be done pretty fast. Let's see if Fat Avatar is gonna notice that all of the enemy team is missing.
Fat Avatar knew they all were top at some stage. Like, one at a time they all showed, except for the Thrall, who got there early. But I guess once they committed to doing their siege camp, it was too hard to get up there quickly enough anyway.
Yeah. Mid camp is gonna push into the open fort. Although we see TGHF returning mid, so they're not gonna push with boss, and it should probably go down pretty fast since Mala and Sonya is really good at dealing the PvE damage.
And TGHF are continuing on to bot lane, so they're going to get the second boss.
I think so. I think they can make it in time.
Yeah, if Fat Avatar are quick, they might be able to contest it. But with that Exterminator Jimmy, it does just melt.
I think they're gonna be there in time. Sonya is gonna be there in time, so maybe another leap to the point. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Here comes the leap.
Here comes the leap. It misses. The Twilight Dream is really nice hitting too. Liming is gonna dish out some serious damage here. Luckily Diablo is taking all that damage with the Soul Shield. And Liming is almost getting 2 kills. We're gonna finish Liming, yes. And Johanna is gonna go down as well.
Yeah, Liming maybe just chose to channel that Disintegrate a little bit too long and then got herself in trouble. But I suppose the Sonya engaged with the leap, and even though it missed...
Leap missed everything, but it got her to the point. The Malfurion Twilight Dream hits Thrall and the Johanna, and it was...
Yeah, Diablo was able to charge the Thrall in to that AoE anyway, and then hit them with the APOC, hit them with the Twilight Dream, and it was essentially the same as if the Sonya had landed it anyway. Jimmy and Li Ming both did put out big damage in that fight, and a lot of Fat Avatar's team were low health, but able to just survive, cycle back out, heal up, and then come back into the fight. And
now, with level 20 and 3 or maybe even 4 people dead, I would have loved to see trying to finish that bottom keep and stealing the siege camp from TGHF. But instead, they were kind of low, so it's understandable they backed off. But they could have maybe gotten more value than they did with that team wipe.
I'm glad to say that Sonder did make it to Twitch, so he's not missing out for having not been able to observe. And yeah, cheering on Fat Avatar.
Mid getting cleaned up, and with level 20, clear advantage going to Fat Avatar. Especially with Jimmy staying top.
I don't know.
A Diablo engage here could be really scary.
I don't know what you really do here as TGHF. You've got to have this fight, even though you're 18 versus 20.
Yeah, you need to look for a fight here. With Sonya and Jaina cleaning this up, I'd look for a fast engage here. As we see Johanna trying to make onto the Diablo, which blinks out. Sonya leaping in, misses the spear, and is maybe gonna go down? Yes, very nicely played by TGHF.
Yeah. The ults were a lot more staggered that time from Fat Avatar, which allowed TGHF to survive. At this stage, do you think Falling Sword was the right pick by Johanna?
I think it's gotten decent value, but I still think Blasted Shield would have probably made more sense in their composition with the Liming.
I think she's used the Falling Sword well.
Yeah.
But I think having that Blessed Shield, let the leap happen, gives you a bit of counterplay.
Ooh, Diablo getting the sneaky delay on the objective.
And Hoofer really got punished by Valor there as well.
Bottom keep falling down to the minions. And we're probably going to see both teams doing their siege camp now.
Yeah, Fat Avatar can kind of take their time here now. They've got lane pressure. They get in the camp now. They don't need to force anything.
Yeah. Top boss getting up in 15 seconds. You could maybe try for a boss play by either of the teams. Cleaning top. Midwave is gonna get cleaned by Liming. Just an orb used. And we see charging in TGHF. Uther getting chunked down by the Jaina.
Yeah. It was a really aggressive invade.
Earthquake used.
It did put the Uther in a dangerous position. Falling Sword, Earthquake used, as well as the Hyperion.
Yeah. So ultimate advantage to Fat Avatar with Leap, Apoc, and Twilight Dream still open.
And straight away getting the counter.
And the Troll kill. Uther going down. Really nicely played by Fat Avatar.
Again, nice stun into the root. They knew they had the ult advantage. They knew they could force the fight. And they made good
Uther coming back, thanks to his level 20.
Choosing to clear lanes, which, I mean, TGHF are going to struggle to push in and get the objective now.
Ooh, the objective getting capped by TGHF.
Yeah, for 2 seconds.
Seconds, but still.
Oh, nice
orb. Nice orb by Liming. Chunking that. Voila.
Yeah.
Now here, Fat Avatar should really look for engage here on anyone since they're 5v4.
Liming's had to really struggle with Diablo and Sonya getting.
Johanna used her Unstoppable. Now we see an engage on the Johanna by Sonya and Diablo. Nice stun by Diablo. Cleanse getting used from Uther. Apoc getting used. Misses everyone. And the leap. Now here, maybe leap used before Apoc would have been better, but they still get a kill.
That Apoc actually forced them all to group up, which then the Sonya leap was quite opportunist and it worked. But yeah, the Apoc forced them to all group up and then they just leaped onto it. What was also quite interesting in that fight, it was just as I was saying, Liming struggling to get her orbs past the Diablo and Sonya. She actually tried to position underneath the objective so that she could shoot her orbs over the wall. But then when Johanna pushed in, it meant there was a good few seconds where she was having to reposition herself all the way back around that wall to come in behind the team. So they didn't have the Liming shooting orbs into that fight for quite some time because of the positioning problem. So yeah, that spell shield for Diablo, and obviously Sonya gets spell armor as well. Paying off quite well for them.
Off trend, getting aggro from towers, so Malf had to back up slightly. Not getting much damage to the top keep. Wall is getting open on mid, but I feel like the keep is probably gonna stand here. Now, Fat Avatar going straight to bottom, maybe looking for a for a boss of their own.
Yeah, and they're going to get that uncontested, I think.
So
Yeah, I mean, TGHF
yeah,
respond too slowly there. They're getting their camp.
they could still make it. We see Diablo zoning this. Nice position by him.
Yeah, through that choke point that you do not want to get APOC.
Ooh, Johanna initiating here. This could be troublesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
boss is
she just backs
captured.
off.
I mean, the good thing, obviously, with Falling Sword at level 20 is you can just keep using it. It's off cooldown most of the time. So, Fat Avatar going to go get the top boss as well.
Out mid, get the boss, try to get the keep, and maybe even end.
I mean, the best thing they want now is for the objective to spawn. And then that gives them the option of pushing with the boss or getting the objective. Valor at this stage as well is just doing so much damage.
Yeah.
Li Ming
With this boss, they're probably gonna get the keep, I think, with the gates open and keep them being almost half HP. I'd probably delay it slightly, so cap it before the objective spawns, and then get the objective for free.
Looks like I have lost visual.
Yeah.
Not good. So I'll have to allow you to tell me what's going on.
We see boss pushing in, full HP, or Ming trying to poke it down as much as she can. Now here, either you push with boss and try to end, or you go for the objective. And looking at the position of Fed Avatar, seems later is gonna happen.
Do you know what? That was very much. There was one orb from Li Ming that hit Jaina, and I think that just made Jaina go, "No, let's just go get the objective." It's
an aggressive play by Vala, trying to take the siege camp, which Diablo is not really keen about, so they're just gonna leave it.
She wasn't getting any help from her team there, so they obviously were just saying, "Nah, let's just get the objective."
Big wave on bottom though, so they need to deal with that as well.
Yeah.
Diablo in a nice position to stop any flanking ideas from Troll or Jimmy.
They cleared that wave partially, but they've had to leave it to go contest the objective.
Hyperion getting used quite early into the fight.
Yeah.
Johanna going in. Troll is going to look for an earthquake here.
But we're going to see the counterplay here now.
Yep. Sonya was in a really nice position for a counter engage, but we see Fat Avatar just backing off.
Ufu in a bad positioning there.
Ooh, nice stun by Vala.
And
insane leap, and the APOC is gonna seal the deal. Really nice stun by Fat Avatar.
Bad decisions there, splitting around this slow on the ground.
Yeah.
The team got split up.
Because we're getting backed. He's gonna die.
Ufu in a way wanting to be chased at this stage. Distract them a bit, but there's no saving that. That's GG, and we're gonna go to game 3.
Game 3. Really nicely played by Fat Avatar.
Yeah. That was a good comeback. That was definitely like not getting shaken in the first game. Come back, play a good comp. That you can tell that Diablo was very, very confident on landing his stuns, and the mouth did a good job following up as well.
Yeah, really nice Twilight Dreams, nice leaps all around, good usage of their ultimates, and eventually winning them the game.
Yeah. And I mean, Diablo's really not meta at the moment. So that's, again, like, I suppose one of those things with the free agent teams. They're very much going to go with what are our comfort picks over what is everyone else in Heroes Lounge doing. And that's
interesting to see on what is the next map.
Yeah, it obviously reduces the choices a little bit for them. We'll have to see as well who's picking, what decisions they make, but I'm in the mood for some Spider Queen. 5 minutes, someone's having a cigarette break again.
Well, the stress level is this high, I can understand.
If stress levels are high this early in the season, he's going to be smoking a whole packet by the end of it.
Well, we'll see. We'll find out if we're going to cast them again.
Yeah. Pop in. Anything that you think me and Proxy missed? Poppin's obviously taken 5 minutes as well.
Um,
Linux is just saying that Mouth can cleanse the Blessed Shield.
if he's blessed shielded, right?
Yeah.
Hello team.
Oh, hi, Poppin.
I'm back.
Ooh, welcome back.
Can update the scores. Oh no, Linux. No, it's not Time Linux. It's 1-1. There's a game 3. This exciting series is not done yet.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Fat Avatar doing a really good job coming back there.
Yeah,
So
I'm excited to see game 3. I think this could easily go either way.
there's definitely a sense at the end of game 1 that it wasn't like a one-sided landslide. It could go either way.
Yeah, same in game 2 as well, I think.
Yeah, same in game 2. So we'll see just who gets the map and who has the better strategy, I guess, for the final game.
I think Fat Avatar, proving me wrong. I thought maybe, Alterac might not be a great map for a free agent team who are still, working on playing together, but yeah, they shut me up, I think, right there, and that was really impressive.
Yeah, impressive gameplay. Really nice use of their ultimates. I would say biggest mistake was on TGHF part, the last team fight where they kind of split up hard on the bottom mud slash slow thingy, which eventually led up to 3-man APOC and Leap, which killed them all and decided the winner for game 2.
You have to be really careful with positioning on that map because there's like a lot of the maps wide open, but around the objective there's a lot of choke points. There's the slows. There's certain bits where, like the Leeming found, if you go around one way, you're cut off from your team, and it does take 5 seconds traipsing halfway around the map to get to where your team were. So yeah, bit of miss positioning for TGHF. Really did end up with them getting punished there. And obviously, who's better to do it than a Leap Sonya and a Diablo?
I did have faith in that Sonya, which is why I took your points, Yumek.
I know. You have to leave me some points left so I can actually continue to bet against you.
This is true.
Points do I have?
Am I correct in saying that points bet on your channel doesn't take away from the Heroes Lounge points?
Correct, yeah. It's completely
170
separate.
Coco points. I'm rank 2 on the leaderboard. Who's rank 1?
Rank 1 is Last Shadow Writer because you get a lot of points for hosting the channel or raiding it, whatever.
Oh, really?
Yes, and he did that a couple of games ago, so.
Oh, enough. Rank 11. That's embarrassing.
1,000 points? Okay, I need to bet all this game.
Poppin is rank 12. Haha!
What?
Gonna have to beat me again, Poppin.
Okay, so.
Or do we just both bet against Proxy and see
We
if
could do.
Dealer's rank 2 off him?
Back to the game, and TGHF have opted for first pick, so it'll be the first chance to see what maps for Avatar favour.
I mean, in a way, with that Diablo comp, that can be used on pretty much any map. Like, they could use that on BOE. They've still got the Valor to shred the objective.
Mm-hmm.
They've still got things to stun against. They could be using that on Cursed Hollow. Any map where you're not fighting in lane, realistically, that comp could work for. So it'll be interesting to see with them actually picking a map what strategy they're going to do around that.
Predictions on that pick then?
Doom.
Doom?
Yeah, I think Battlefield, for the reasons Yumek just said, I think they can go for a very similar comp.
A team fight comp rather than a map.
Yeah.
Macro one.
We're all wrong.
Volskaya! Let's go. Okay.
I mean, I suppose that's the same theory as BOE, but you just got an extra lane.
What do you think about respect bans from the first from that second map?
I think we'll see none, since in both game 1 and game 2 we saw identical bans in first round. I think they're probably gonna stick with that.
Yeah, I mean,
But then maybe in the trying to pick what the other picked, so maybe like a prioritization on Vala or Liming.
Mhm.
We could see that.
I mean, TGHF banned Sonya on the first map, and then they let it through the second map, and I think, well, if I was them, I would have regretted that afterwards.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I was probably going to say the Sonya or the Malfurion would be the ones I'd consider.
I'd
if you're
consider the Sonya and Malf as well, but then you leave out the Rexar open, which
Yeah, if you're
they seem
banning
to
out-
ban out.
If you ban out the Malf anyway, most support players are going to have other supports that they play just as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you get a Tronda stun following up on the APOC or a Stukov silence or something, and either way you get punished.
I mean, you can think about drafting, or you can just, randomly click on a hero when you're supposed to select something else and still win.
I mean, hey, if it works for us, it could work for anyone, right?
Exactly.
Sod the draft, just let it go random and see what happens.
Yeah.
And if you're the team we played against, you would not like to hear us say that. We apologize for beating you with a random hero.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'd consider banning the Sonya, at least Sonya, but then you ban out Rexar and Sonya, which is kind of So leave out the Soul and the Deathwing. Maybe we'll see some counter picking. Maybe they pick Sonya for their team.
I was just not listening to you, Poxy. I'm going to be honest. I was having too much fun reading Poppin telling them to turn on which team gets first pick rather than it being random.
I mean, it would add an element of excitement, but we would probably have to remake the lobby. There's a 50% chance that we would have, so. And it's getting a bit too late for that, isn't it?
I was going to say it's bedtime. We're not remaking any lobbies.
Yeah.
I don't do well after 10.
The Diablo respect ban. All right.
Fair enough. I mean, he set up a lot. He was getting nice stuns on like edges of walls or little towers and stuff like that. So I perhaps wouldn't want to see it again.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you're not used to playing against really aggressive engaged comps, it's just not nice to play against.
Now, is it going to be a Rexar ban, Deathwing ban, or an Orphea ban?
Deathwing. I think
Deathwing as well.
They've paid too much respect to the meta.
Sonder expects a Sonya ban. And I do too. If not now, then definitely third ban.
Maybe they're going to pick Sonya.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Sonder's saying they should ban Sonya.
And the Liming ban, the respect ban.
Yeah.
This is another good ban for Ming.
They don't want to come up against Orbs 3 games in a row. They've had enough.
They dodged every orb that was needed to dodge. It's enough now.
We've not seen a Tassadar today.
Yeah, we haven't.
A lot of people have been trying that out recently.
So first pick, maybe a Vala. Kaltas getting picked up by TGHF. Now we didn't see an Orphea ban, so do we see Orphea now? What do you think?
I think it's a good map for Orphea.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
So they've obviously researched it. There must be a reason why they were fearing this Orphea. So let's expect great things, right?
Yeah,
we'll see.
My expectations could not be higher right now.
Yeah, no, I expect huge. What eternal hunger is it? Eternal feast?
Eternal
crushing
feast.
jaws, you mean?
Crushing. Well,
5-man eternal feast, just chomping away at their health.
All eyes will be on Mates and his Orphea play in this.
Varian and Uther getting picked up. It's a similar comp to the first game, but we have a Kaltas instead of a Liming.
More crowd control.
Crowd control, a bit less damage.
Mhm.
I've
We'll see.
decided that the Kalphos player, I'm just going to shorten his name to Yup.
Cube. Cube. Like a cube.
Yup.
Cube.
Cube.
K Yup.
Okay, yeah. What?
The rain
Jimmy
band coming in.
Pants.
Rainer ban? Okay.
He's getting out pretty good damage, so.
On the deal with the Exterminator Jimmy. Now, what do you think about Sonya ban?
I would.
Mm.
Dun dun dun. And Sonya ban. Of course. So that leaves Rexar open. Pretty good into this team, to be honest. Quite
Yeah, I suppose
looking melee heavy.
the Sonya with the Johanna is a bit less likely, but hey, maybe Falling Sword Leap could be a thing.
Could be a thing, yeah. Furring getting picked up, and Sylvanas.
Ooh, I like
Ooh.
Sylvanas.
Yeah, I like it too.
That Mercenary Queen with the turrets. And that would be quite painful.
Okay, what do we expect here? Maybe a Thrall?
I mean, maybe they're going for like the Anub lockdown butcher blow up.
That could
You know.
happen.
So we're looking for another tank with stuns, maybe like an ETC or Blaze.
Raymond Blaze. Really,
Yeah, so
really nice comp all around. And Leo getting picked up.
So I'm going to say it already. I think that Leo is a bad choice. Because when you've got that hard engage with the taunt and the blaze stun and the Ufa and they're looking to just blow someone up, I'd want someone with a bit extra CC. Something with...
Entomb into Eternal Feast, though?
Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
nice.
Pretty good. Pretty cool.
But will it matter?
We'll see. We'll find out.
Whoever you entomb, they're just going to... I mean, I suppose the Kalphos, but they've all got... They're going to throw something back at you just as hard as what you're throwing at them.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I'm going to be back in like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Right back.
I think red team though, if they get a good blessed shield, crushing jaws from Morphia, or big mouth root, silence from Sylve, that could really hurt. Like Ufa would struggle to deal with that.
I think TGHF, they've got my vote. They've gone for the comp they know that works for them. They're going to get some picks and blow some people up. Simple as that. So, we have on TGHF, I've just spammed a little button, Pimpka on Greymane, Darwar on Blaze, Moot on Ufa, Sedar on Varian, and TGHF Yup on Kalphos.
And we see M4 D5 or Mate, as I just realized, on Orphea, Lord T on Johanna, Lopeto on Sylvanas, Daffy on Leroic, and Sandro on Malfurion. Anything interesting from the talents? We see Hold Your Ground getting picked up by Johanna, and Q build? Question mark, Sylvanas?
That Hold Your Ground, I mean, against all that CC, it's a must-have, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess Savannah's hoping to, I don't know, melt the tanks when they come in a bit, but...
And it's pretty decent damage. This one's rotating bot with the Leo.
Do you think
Playing
that
all the way?
was just solo lane confusion by
Could be. I don't know.
We've been there. We've all done it.
And I mean, it didn't manage to draw 3 people bot. Maybe they were a bit worried that they were going to get a Savannah straight going early and give it a shove.
We see Fat Avatar going straight to the turret camp, while TGHF are just gonna start now.
Going for... Oh, I thought they were going for the healing camp then. I was excited for that counterplay, but sadly not. Poppin betting against me. Poppin's betting on Fat Avatar. So one of us will not be 11 and 12 after this.
I think they have a very good level 10 comp. And I think they will win some very nice team fights. Similar,
see.
similar to map 2.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on when we hit level 4. Will TGHF turn it on and start getting picks?
Yeah.
That's
See,
what we-
Siege Cam getting picked up early by TGHF, and Turret Cam getting picked up just now. So a slight advantage to that Avatar. Maybe they get 2 turrets when the objective spawns. See. Mercenary Queen getting picked up by Sylvanas, so big turret time.
Well, Yorick's in trouble.
Ooh!
20 health.
And Rayman gets the kill.
And Linux can take back all his anger at the Leoric ganks. They finally got one that paid off. And Leoric is about to respawn. That Death Tyler. I'm not even sure he lost any XP there, to be honest.
No XP lost. Only XP lost is the Leo death. See top getting cleaned up. And
Sylvanas
the
not
first
able,
objective is spawning Son.
not able to get any value from her trait pushing with that camp, unfortunately. She has got a turret, though, so that will begin to hurt soon, I'm sure.
Against Don't Varian, you don't really want to stand there all alone. The bottom wave is maybe gonna get lost by TGHF.
Yeah. And
Top
TGHF
wave getting cleaned.
yet to take advantage of that taunt, really. Yet to force the fight. But we've got Fat Avatar rotating down now, so we could see the first proper team fight going on.
Thus getting slapped by Leo. Getting zoned out.
Yeah, I mean, Kalfos wants to get to that fight for when the Blaze Stun happens. He needs to be there to follow up and spread a bit of chaos.
Turret camp is up soon in 5 seconds for Fat Avatar.
So we're 85% on the objective, so this will be the deciding fight. Turret straight
Gonna
away
focus
down
up on Blaze. Turret getting used, taunt. Nice stun by the Blaze, and Grayman cleans it up. Although with that boosted up turret, it's gonna be hard to stay here.
Yeah, that's it. TGHF got the kill, but now struggling to actually push him beyond that
Blaze
turret.
stun misses. Kelta's dealing some decent poke damage, but I feel like they're gonna just go back, tap, and then
Yeah, they've got the advantage.
engage again.
So they can tap and come back with full health and see how the next fight goes.
Ooh, Sylvanas almost getting taunted by the variant. Chana is back now. And we'll see. I give the advantage of this early objective to TGHF, since the taunt is a really nice engage.
Orphea using her dash to get away and then re-engage. But
Bomb spreading
yeah,
is starting to hurt. Varian getting low. Sylvanas gets out. Orphea dealing some decent damage, and
she's definitely getting value, and she's been low health for a long time and hasn't been
getting the kill on the Blaze. Really nicely done by Fat Avatar.
Yeah, they needed to have something to finish off that Orphea.
Varian being quite low, trying to go in.
Kalfos needs to be careful here. He doesn't.
Yeah, this is kind of scary.
Yeah,
and we see a reset on the objective.
They've got a bit of time. They're choosing to get their camp. Then they're obviously going to re-engage. But they're going to be re-engaging into...
Someone is going to probably need to help the Sylvanas. I don't think she can take the third camp with that low HP. Even with the... I don't know. She almost did it by herself.
She has Mercenary Queen, so she disabled it.
Top camp getting picked up by TGHF. So that's going to push in while this fight is lasting. Third getting picked up and used quite early into the fight, so it's just gonna get poked down by Greyman and Varian.
Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay by the Sylvanas, because they were able to get rid of it.
Taunt Varian. Not much happened with the taunt. Blaze is getting pretty low. Orphea is gonna clean that up. Greyman going in on the Leo. getting quite low from the Sylvanas damage, and they're getting pushed out from the point. Ooh, taunt getting used.
that was
Orphea? Nice kill by Orphea. Really nicely done.
a nice taunt, but nothing to follow up on it. So
Yeah.
instead, getting himself killed. And yeah, Fat Avatar just able to avoid any deaths. They have spread the bomb a bit, but whenever anyone's low, they just get out alive and come back in.
Crushing Jaws, picked up by Orphea, Blessed Shield, Belling Arrow, and Leo and Malf are still holding their ultimate choices.
I mean, it's got to be Entomb, right?
I think yeah. I don't see why would you
presume-
pick March into this? I mean, it's
think-
pretty decent since they're really melee heavy, so
I think Leo's just not picking because he's in the Punisher at the moment.
maybe.
That's going to be the reason. There's
I would actually approve of the March here. This team is really melee heavy with Blaze, Uther, Varian, and Greymane, which gives you the unstoppable and quite a decent amount of damage. So with the first Triglav Protector, they got decent value, damage on midgate, and mainly destroying the top wall, which gives them the advantage for the next objective.
Yeah, so
Greymane dodged that
Ooh.
entombment. Was amazing.
Crushing Jaws, getting 2 kills, really nicely played by Orphea.
that Sylvanas silence as well from the Wailing Arrow. Just
Yep.
as soon as the blades engaged, the silence was on them, and they weren't able to do anything.
Or getting disabled by Sylvanas, Johanna goes down, and
Yeah.
they're probably gonna need to leave this.
bit of greed meant
yeah.
that the taunt could finish her off.
If I was them, I'd leave the mid forward and go for the healing camp instead. But yeah. Orphea ruined. Oh, Pyroblast. I don't think that's gonna be enough. I think she survives that easily.
I mean, not so easily, but
Not so easily, but
I would have been a little nervous.
is it level 13 where Orphea can pick up the spell power, spell armor on
On a
the
Q.
Q? Yeah, it's 13, right?
So, in which stage, when the pyro goes on her, she goes in, not out.
Yeah.
Got to engage.
Turret can getting picked up by Daffy, and we might see with level 13 an engage on the healing camp. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Well, they're posturing about it. I guess they're kind of hoping.
There we go. With Leo being top, bot, this could be kind of scary, but they get it for free. Nicely done by Pet Avatar.
And Savannah's picking it up, so wanting to make sure that she's using it. Clearing out top now. They might be able to give top a little bit of a push if.
Bit of a nudge. Yeah, they're just gonna rotate med. Get all the XP.
Daffy just controlling bot lane, and starting to rotate up, so we could see a fight here.
Yeah, we do see Entomb was eventually picked.
Yeah.
So yeah, an Entomb engage here would be really nice while Blaze is still bot. But
Now,
because they decide against it.
what do you think of the odds that half the time when Entomb goes down, Leorc ends up getting killed?
We see an rotation on the Leo. Probably gonna get out from this.
There was potential for 4-man Entomb there. If Leo had been
Yeah.
very aware of his team coming to help, he could have entombed and in the counterplay.
We see Combustion and Divine Storm getting picked up along with for the throat. Oh, we see a team fight going down.
There's
Nice silence by the Malf. Big Combustion.
and the Orphea damage as well on the Entomb target.
Blaze going down, and they most importantly kept all of their items. So healing and turret are still available.
Yeah.
With
No,
turret camp getting back in 20 seconds.
no counter kills conceded. They didn't use their objective. Leo's going for the double soak now. That's a big fight for them.
Orphea grabbing mid XP. Maybe rotate to the turret camp. They're gonna hit 16 as well.
Orphea can clear those waves so quickly.
Yeah.
So definitely, like once you got one person on the point, she's a danger as well for just being able to push.
She went for the stacking quest on level 7 for her jump, so and already at 123 stacks, which is
Pretty good.
pretty good, yeah. Leo starting to head top. You could see a team fight here.
It's gonna go straight into the Entomb here, I think.
Yeah, Entomb on these two, maybe?
No.
Nope. Nice
yet.
crushing jaws and Entomb to follow up. Nice counter kill by the Greymane though. Savannah's barely escaping, but it should be pretty easy. 3-man kills for just one. Or if you're looking for even more. Ooh, going in deep. Oh,
Missing the chomp, unfortunately, but
yeah.
very
the chomp.
aggressive Orphea.
That will be really, really close. And the second Triglav goes to Fat Avatar as well. Marching down to the bottom lane, where the next objective will spawn.
Johanna tanking the fort shots. Kel'Thas
Pyroblast sadly on cooldown. Kelta's going deep for that.
Yeah, I
Almost
think
paying with his life.
almost regretting not being quick enough to react to the Johanna push,
Yep.
and then overextending because of it.
Sadly, Pyro was on cooldown.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Triglav got the gates on the bottom and is looking to deal some more damage. Still pretty healthy. Combustion even used to try to deal with that with the Triglav. Now Leah could just easily pop out of this and get the Entomb. They're really, really hugging each other on TGHF.
That's the 200 IQ play, so...
Ooh, crushing jaws, missing the blaze but hitting the Uther. Blessed shield used as well.
I don't think there's any time with this comp that I don't feel like Fat Avatar are at risk. Like, they could always get a kill.
Entomb getting used on Uther, and he's gonna go down. Yeah.
There's always that risk that there's just going to be an Entomb, be a Crushing Maw, be a Malfurion route, something that's just going to set up that Orphea to get a kill.
They're pretty melee heavy, so the Leo is proving really a big threat, to be honest. Ooh, getting taunted and losing the turret, as I was just saying how Leo was a big advantage for his team. A slight misstep, Wraith walking on the conveyor belts, just getting in range for the variant taunt.
A bit slower than the rest of your team to rotate out, and then it forced the error, and it was just, oh, don't leave me behind, come back! Oh no, I'm on a treadmill, and I'm dead.
Well, he's back soon, so... Sadly, he lost the turret, he didn't have the time to use it.
Yeah, I mean... a little thing like that can be a pretty big victory for TGHF. When you're behind something like that, it's a huge momentum swing.
Yep. Any other interesting talent?
Orphea narrowly having the sense to avoid that person, avoid the gang. Just that little...
Mithril Maze getting picked up by Leo, so he's looking to get in those auto attacks. Ooh, a nice Entombed, although his team is not really close. Crushing Jaws, really nicely done by Orphea with the Twilight Dream. Leo picks up his old turret back and all is right in the world again.
Yeah, that was like we'll call it a tactical bait there. Just, come on, everyone group up and get me, and then we'll just let Orphea wipe you.
Yeah.
So, when we were saying who do you respect ban after the last game, and they respect ban the Diablo, maybe they should have just kept banning that Orphea.
Maybe.
Their senses were right.
Mate getting insane damage with Orphea, topping his and enemy's team chart for now. In the meantime, Leo pushing in bottom, getting some damage on the bottom wall, prepping it up for the next Triglav. With level 20, they should probably get this objective.
Yeah,
We'll
and
see. You never know what happens.
TGHF are going to be forced to contest this before they get 20.
Yeah, they have to contest this before. There's no way they get 20 in time, so and they're probably gonna lose if the
I would,
Triglav goes to the enemy team.
I would have perhaps gone level 19 first, but
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Level 19 would have been nice, but Blaze contesting the points, so he's buying some time. Could get entombed here though.
yeah, don't forget level 20 and 2.
Ooh, Varian going in with the silencing entomb. Although Blaze dealing decent damage to the Orphea, and Orphea goes down. Nicely done by Greymane. Into that backline.
Still going in.
Malfurion really low against that Varian. The bombs. Now, do you think Leo and Johanna can deal with this 3-man, which are pretty low? Leo with the Mithril Mace chunking that Varian, and with the Spectral Leech, he can just auto-attack people and not care.
Yeah. I mean, you had Varian and Ufa just trying to run around on that treadmill and not able to get out and taking some turret shots, and I kind of feel that's what lost them that 3v2 at the end there.
Yeah, it was pretty close for TGHF. Getting 3 kills. So basically they traded, they got level 20. And with those 3 kills, I think they can even defend this Triglav. This is probably a keep, but I don't think they end with this.
It's TGHF haven't been able to mix up anything on their engages to kind of survive the Entomb crushing jaws. Sorry, they need to think of something that's just not going to result in the same outcome every team fight, because they aren't going their way. I think perhaps Bunker would have been that little difference that would have saved them.
Maybe.
But then you've got the Sylvanas arrow and the Malfurion silencing you.
Yeah, and the Crushing Jaws on that bunker would be pretty nice. Crushing Jaws getting used. Orphea getting focused down. But somehow surviving for a really long time. Nice stun by the Uther. Getting 3 kills here again. Or maybe, yeah. Really nicely played by TGHF.
So this is the answer: you engage when they're in the Protector, and they don't have the Wailing Arrow and the Entomb.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now, careful not to overextend here.
With 15 seconds left on the Triglav,
there's not a lot for them to do.
Yeah.
Capture some camps, I guess.
I mean, yeah. Healing camp should be taken out really soon.
Or if they're really clued in and know what...
Ooh! Engage on the Leroic, taunt used, stunned. Really nicely done. The CC chain was impeccable.
That's what they drew that comp for.
Yeah.
For those moments so they can get the kills. And they need to do their best to keep staggering the deaths now.
Yeah.
So that they can keep that advantage.
Looking to get... Ooh, Sylvanas nicely dodges the Blaze stun.
Yeah.
Oh.
They've got 30 seconds until Leoric's back. They
20, 19. He's back pretty soon since he's Leo. So they just got in the mid fort and the top camp. I think they should have maybe went for the bottom turrets instead of that top siege. But I guess they're gonna take it anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, Sylvanas is in top. They can still take a bit. Can you show sometimes talents?
Well, we covered it on talents, so nothing out of the ordinary except Master of Flames getting taken by Kel'Thas, so spreading those bombs around. Killing Camp getting taken down as well. We see an engage here, Crushing Jaws used.
Now that's big for TGHF. Crushing Jaws used. It's on 65 seconds cooldown now. They should look for another fight straight away. They want to make use, because that's what's been getting the kills every time for them.
Yeah.
So if I was them, I'd be like, right, we need to get these camps, get in a fight before that's back off cooldown, make use of it, because that could swing a fight for them right there. So.
True. But engaging into Silence and Tomb is really scary. Okay, Leo, you need to use your E and run away. Use the Entomb.
Varian
getting in the Entomb. Orphea dishing out nice damage. Those living bombs, my god.
Yeah.
Spread it out and kills 3.
With the combustion.
Johanna is gonna go down as well. Ooh, spreading the bomb
Another
again,
bomb.
and again.
Now, they don't need to push bot, they need to get to mid and they need to end.
Yes, and they do exactly that after taking the bottom wall.
Yeah. I wouldn't even be thinking about getting the objective now. I'd be like,
No, you just rush it down through mid.
Leo's going to spawn first. They might be able to force another kill on that.
Yeah, I mean,
if he spawns there.
he's gonna spawn here. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be.
Yeah. Nicely
does get
using
out.
the out.
Yeah.
He can probably buy some time for his team to come back. They're back in 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems like they're gonna take a keep. Do they go for the core or they're back?
No, they're
Okay,
backing.
they're back.
They're backing. Going to go for the objective. They got top lane pushing at least as well, so they're going to get another fort. This stage of the game, obviously, that's not huge.
Gonna take the bottom third camp as well.
Camp. Yeah.
Now it's gonna be who wins the next team fight wins the game situation. So we'll see
They're
what's
seeing
gonna happen here.
seen Neo top and straight away gone for the turret camp, so they've known they had that space to play with.
Yeah, I mean even cleaning top and taking top siege camp, I don't see much value in this.
There's no point at this stage.
Yeah,
of the game,
just
really.
just go for the objective. Try to get a fast. Ooh, Entomb on. Misses the Entomb on Kaltas.
And again, that's a big cooldown wasted. So
Yeah.
that's really good news for TGHF.
Yeah.
And they took advantage
They
of the
really
wall
need
being on
to-
cooldown last time.
Really
so,
need to look to get to the point. It's almost done.
Yeah.
They're looking for maybe Greyman on top. I'm not sure. Blessed Shield used.
nice
Orphea starting to do some damage to that Blaze.
Blaze in trouble.
Rushing Jaws. Oh, nice. Although the living bombs are spreading and Orphea is gonna go down. Leo getting chunked down. But he gets back. Swanna's getting zoned out by the turret. And they give the
And they
Triglav.
can't stop the protector, and that
And that's maybe GG, I think.
could be GG.
25 minutes Triglav.
The
it's-
Variant and the Ufa are going to be hard to kill. If Ufa dies,
Well, we'll see. I don't think they can deal enough damage to the Triglav. I think they just go score and kills it, to be honest. A nice Entomb on Uther.
a very nice Entomb, but the protector is completely
Or
free to
killing
do
the
whatever it
core.
wants.
Yeah. And it's GG. Very nicely
That is
played by TGHF.
Yeah,
Nice comeback.
good comeback. They were in a bad position. They got the living bomb spreading like
The li-
mad. Got loads
The
of
living
items.
bomb, level 20, insane value.
And I would probably say that's just a bit of pressure as well. Fat Avatar had the pressure on them, and it meant they wasted 2 ults, which cost them 2 team fights at the end.
Yeah.
Didn't have the Silence and Tomb for the final fight, and before that, didn't have the Orphea ult. So, yeah, I mean, good job for TGHF keeping their
Yeah,
heads and coming
nicely
back
played.
for that. Poppin, are we having a captain interview?
I can ask.
Can always ask. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be over the moon with that comeback as well.
Yeah.
Feel a bit sorry for Fat Avatar. They played phenomenally in that game.
That was a really entertaining series, I think. Both teams played really well and really nice comps. And nice executions of set comps.
Yeah. So, Primka, would anyone on your team be interested in a quick winners interview? Brackets English, just in case. I don't know what.
Just to clarify, you know.
I mean, we can do Croatian as well.
Yeah, Croatian is on offer.
Yeah. and French. Poppin speaks excellent French.
Poppin is fluent in French. We love teams with French names. Keeps it really interesting.
Yeah.
Just
Thanks for watching, Sonder and Quigon.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for the watch. I hope you enjoyed it.
Will we get a winner's interview?
Yeah, we're potentially going to have an interview with Primka. He's just deciding if he's brave enough to celebrate with us.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Woo.
So we'll hear a bit from them. Just obviously before we do the interview, I'm unlucky to Fat Avatar. They played really well. And yeah, could have easily been theirs. They might get a chance for revenge later in the season. It does happen that teams come up against each other again. So
yeah, it was all very close on kills. Really could have
really
gone
close
either way.
games, especially game 3 was really close.
I think whichever team was going, a few minutes before the end, whichever team was going to lose probably would have felt hard done by. They would have felt like they should have won.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
I agree.
Right,
let's go to the interview room. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Primka.
Yeah, hello.
How's it going? Well done on the win.
Pretty pleased, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, halfway through that final game, you guys must have been feeling really tense.
Oh,
And then, the living bomb value towards the end, those final 2 team fights that went your way must.
Yeah, especially when Lyric missed his entomb just when we were on the last point. We thought, oh, yes, 50 seconds. We can make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, and before that, the team fight before that, Orphea had missed her jaws.
Yeah. The last team fight, she missed her ultimate, so I think that's what saved us. Because I mean, when she was putting the ultimate in the entomb, I mean, yeah, not much we could have done.
Yeah, I mean,
Uther was complaining all along, getting silence and stuff. But anyway,
I mean, yeah, that obviously. We'll get to the final game. Let's start with the first one. So obviously you won the first game. You were pretty coordinated. You played a pretty similar comp in the first game to the final one. You like that lockdown CC chain and blow someone up.
Yeah, that's what we find works best. We used to play sort of poke stuff with Hanzo, and we weren't just not getting any kills. So we've sort of switched it up a bit and tried to change strategies.
Yeah, and I don't know if you heard, but Poppin was teasing us that you might be playing Butcher as well.
Yes, he is. He is one that we like playing. I'm obviously on the last pick if it's reasonable, but I wasn't looking to. I mean, they had a strong front line and stuff, so no Butcher this time.
Fair enough.
Okay. One question regarding the first game. So a noob offlane, is that something that you are used to play, or is that something that just happened?
You probably saw our drafts aren't very good. I think that's one of our weaknesses. So yeah, a noob top lane was like a bad idea.
It worked out in the end. So
I mean,
nice use of Cocoon.
Yeah, he got the Cocoon, probably winning Cocoon. So we said fair enough. That was worth all the hatred top lane. But I think we would have taken the Blaze probably rather than that.
What did he say when he cocooned to get the objective? But then I think it was a beetle that killed him after.
I didn't see that.
Managed to hold on to the point just long enough for you guys to catch the dragon, but
Oh yes. He said, "I'm suiciding for you." Yeah, that's what he did say that. Yeah. I remember now.
Cocooned the Leoric, and then I think a beetle last hit him after he put the cocoon down. So I must have been fuming at that. But yeah, that game went pretty well. You obviously you were having to rotate people up regularly to try to help the Anub out, which meant the rotations were a bit chaotic. But it worked out. Then obviously, second game, Fat Avatar played really well. And put quite a lot of pressure on you. Was there kind of the map choices? Were they maps that you had practiced on quite a lot?
Yeah, I think. Well, we like Curse, so they banned that out. So that's I think our best map.
Yep.
And so afterwards we go to Dragonshire again because sometimes we can get a butcher out, which is fun. And usually we have a different solo lane, so usually it's not that bad. But then so Alterac we kind of play it because people don't play it, and we're sort of reasonable on it. We actually like Hanamura, but it's not in the rotation. So anyway.
Yeah.
But we have big problems with Diablo. We usually ban him out. We thought, okay, we wanted to avoid Deathwing, and we had an idea that the Orphea pair was pretty good, so we wanted to avoid that as well. I think probably I don't know if it was a good choice actually, but anyway, so we had Diablo and Sonya were a bit too much for us in that one, so I think it was a mistake, maybe draft mistake.
Yeah, the Diablo was obviously a very comfortable Diablo player, and he was getting really nice follow-ups from his team as well. So yeah, that hard engage can often be quite difficult to deal with. The Orphea ban, obviously you banned it first couple of games. We hadn't done much research before casting, mainly because the site was down, which made our life a bit more difficult. But when you let that Orphea through for the final game, and obviously they started to get a bit of a momentum mid-game, where are you kicking yourself? Where are you thinking, oh god, we should have banned that
again?
Yeah,
moral wasn't too high at the middle of the game, but we thought, okay, we don't know what to do, so we'll just stay in there and just look what happens. And again, I think they sort of lost it because they missed a few ults, because if they continued playing as mid-game, I don't really see what we could have done, so they just missed a few outs, and we managed to pull out some team fights. We hesitated trying to finish mid, but Lyric came back a bit too fast, and we haven't played enough the new core, so we weren't too sure if we could finish on the core like that.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, try get the objective and finish like that. So
I think the Lyric was pretty lucky to survive when he respawned as well. Managed to get just far enough behind his
yeah, like he's going to respawn, taunt him, kill him, but we missed that, so we thought, oh well, probably just back off.
Yeah. Now your UFA players saying that he was forced to play UFA. He looked pretty comfortable in UFA. You don't see many solo UFAs these days. Is that kind of a go-to for him?
Well, he's actually a new player, so he doesn't have much of a hero pool actually for the moment. So that's the hero we have most success on. Played a bit of Anduin. We're trying to bring up to speed a Lucio, but we haven't had much success so far. So don't think we're going to play him for the moment until works a bit better. So yeah, I think he just hasn't bought all the heroes. So waiting for him for that.
Fair enough. Force him to do lots of games. And
exactly. Yeah, get a few gold pieces.
Yeah. No, it was good. Like I said, almost just before you joined voice chat, I think nerves possibly got to Fat Avatar a little bit, and towards the end of that game, you guys managed to stay cool, come back despite the pressure and win. So it was very enjoyable to watch, and exciting for us. I think that's kind of it for me in terms of questions. It's well past my bedtime now. You see, I'm normally a 10 p.m. person. So yeah, I'll let you go.
I've got one question.
Yeah.
Team name. As long as it's not rude, what does it stand for?
Oh, it's French because we're a French game, so it's just have fun and shut up. So it's not that rude.
That's fine.
French.
I was very curious.
Bobbin is really fluent in French. We could have conducted this interview in French.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we're a French team actually, so that's.
It's too late now, unfortunately. But maybe next
time. It's sorry, just for your sake, it's a running joke in our team that we often get French names that we can't pronounce. So.
Yeah. I think the Russian ones are harder, to be honest. But
Well, we got Foxy's Croatian, so we can cheat there a bit.
Oh, okay.
No, great game to cast. So thanks for the entertainment, and hopefully
we'll go and watch the cast. Thanks a lot for casting. It's much more fun. Obviously, a bit more pressure, but it's always good, to have the advice and the comments on, what we did right, what we did wrong. So very interesting watching the stuff afterwards. So thanks for casting anyway.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool.
No problem.
And good night.
Thank you for the interview. Well played.
Cheers.
Well played.
And thanks to the other team, because it was really fun matches.
Yeah,
really shout out to Fat Avatar as a free agent team. They did impressive, to say the least.
Yeah, it was very hard. Good
Right.
night. Bye.
Good night.
Good
Cheers,
night.
Good night.
Bye bye. Okay. Back to our.
Yes. Doo-doo-doo.
Any last comments from you guys?
Really nice to play from both of the teams, and I look forward to casting them again.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Second game, I was tired. I was yawning. I was struggling for a bit, and I was thinking like, oh, I shouldn't be casting this late. I'm struggling, and that final game was so exciting. It woke me back up. I was like, yeah, this is great. This is like, and I was actually feeling a bit sorry for obviously the team that went to win. That when they had the Orphea and they were destroying early game, I was like, after winning that first game, losing the second, and then now being destroyed in the third, I was starting to think, oh, this is going badly for them. So the fact they turned it around, yeah,
really nicely done.
really
Thank you everyone for watching. We
Yeah.
see lots of comments in the chat. So
Yeah.
cheers for watching, and maybe see you again.
yeah, definitely. See ya.
Cheers. Bye bye.
See ya. Bye bye.
Bye.